You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. Hey loves, welcome back to the Sensual Genius channel. In this video, I'm going to do something fun, different, maybe even trendy. Maybe we can get it to be a trend in the writing community. But I thought it would be cool if I did my romance novels as Lifetime movie titles. Y'all know with my Lifetime movies, like the titles be corny and they be like they're not creative at all. They're corny, sometimes long, sometimes short, sometimes it doesn't describe anything. I feel like Lifetime movies, the titles be exactly what the movie's about. And I feel like it's the same way with Tubi. Like, whatever that title says, that's what's going to happen in that movie and nothing else. But I figure it would be cool for me to do my books as Lifetime movie titles. So I'm about to start with my Two Monogamous series. The first book in the Two Monogamous series is Two Monogamous. Before I could think of the Two Monogamous title, it took me a while. My first title was terrible. And I'm going to keep that title because I feel like Lifetime would for sure use this title for if my movie was on their channel. So for Two Monogamous, Lifetime would name it Double Monogamy. Now I named it A Double Monogamy when I first was writing the book, but I changed the title when I got ready to publish it. But that was a terrible title, but Lifetime would for sure use it. And the reason why it's called Double Monogamy, if you haven't read the series yet, I'm sorry, but they're twins that pose as one man, and Yara, our main character, is not aware. Everybody around her is aware that they're twins except her. And it not only confuses her when it comes to her romantic relationship with Dustin Vargas, it also puts her in danger. And you'll have to read the book to see what I mean. The second book in the Two Monogamous series, I call it Karma. I feel like the title that Lifetime would choose would be The Wrong Brother. I feel like they would choose it because when Yara disappears, Dario automatically thinks that Dustin is the one who kidnaps her or who takes her away. And of course, he left the real kidnapper left a little crumbs for Dario to think it was Dustin, so Dario wouldn't know that it was them, and it gave him a huge head start. Like Dario literally could never figure out what was going on until Dustin reappeared. So he was just clueless and he thought that it was his twin brother when it was his brother, just not that brother. So that's why it would be the wrong brother, because it was one of his brothers that took her, but it wasn't his twin brother. Okay? So the third title is Drown the Lovers. And I feel like Lifetime would name it Trust No One or Who Can I Trust, because everybody is keeping secrets as it pertains to Yara's kidnapping and also about the twins' life. The twin had a past before Yara, which is why they became the Double D twins in the first place. And Yara has no clue what's going on. So she don't know who to trust. Honestly, Yara don't know that she isn't supposed to trust the people around her. Actually, Yara trusts everybody, even the person who's responsible for taking her. And even when he like she can see him, she still trusts him. And it's weird. But Dario, Dustin, Deandra, who else? Isabel, Jarrell, those people, everybody has a stake in this like game of revenge that they're playing, and you can't even rely on your partners. So I think Lifetime would go with Trust No One or Who Can I Trust. The fourth book is called Face Off, and I feel like Lifetime would name it either Wrath, Greed, and Envy, or Three Deadly Sins. And the reason why I chose Wrath, Greed, and Envy, or Three Deadly Sins, because this face off kind of shows more about Jarrell and the twins' relationship, Jarrell, Dario, and Dustin relationship, and how they love and hate each other so much. You have Jarrell, who is envious of the twins because they're successful. They always get the best girls. They're living their best life while he isn't. You have Dario, who is greed because he wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. He wants Yara, he wants his life, he wants his friend back, he wants his brother back, he wants his mom, he wants his whole family back, even though he put them all in a sticky situation. He wants it all, and he is okay with doing whatever it is that he has to do to have it, whether that's sharing Yara with his brother, and honestly, even Jarrell. Like, he is even okay with, at some point, sharing Yara with Jarrell, if that means that he can have her in his life. And because he's greedy, he isn't willing to let anything go. And Dustin represents Wrath because Dustin is he's such a cool, laid back man, and he's such a good person until he's not. And then when you get on his bad side, you don't want to be on his bad side, because he has a side to him that he struggles with showing Yara, mostly because he has mental health issues. He's bipolar, and he also is depressed, and he's been struggling with showing Yara his real self, and pretending to be this perfect man that he feels like she wants. And until Yara tells him, basically gives him an ultimatum, like, no, you're not going to hide from me. Y'all put me in this position. You're going to be honest with me about what's going on. And she stood on business, and he didn't have no choice. But because of that, I feel like Lifetime would name it Wrath, Greed, and Envy, or Three Deadly Sins. So book 5 is Who Do You Love? Yara's Choice. And I feel like Lifetime would name this The Perfect Revenge, because the twins the twins got super comfortable after everything came to a head in book 4, and they feel like they no longer have to worry about people coming after them. But they're completely wrong, and not only are they wrong, but they don't see it coming, because the people who band together to get this ultimate revenge on them are people that they never thought would do it, and they are actually successful with it. Like, the twins are completely in the dark. Jarrell knows a little, but he isn't like back friends with them. They're not fully in their friendship. Like, they haven't fully accepted Jarrell back into their lives, even though, they've all put their cards on the table, everybody, and he decides that he doesn't want revenge anymore. They're not able to walk away. Like, they still find themselves in the midst of a revenge scheme, and they don't know who it is, because one of the people are not even supposed to be able to get revenge on them. One of the other people is somebody that they are seeing in their everyday life, and they don't even notice that it's them. And then the other person is somebody they don't know. So they are completely in the dark about it, and in the midst of that, they're trying to rebuild their relationship with Yara. They're trying to rebuild their relationship with their mother. They're trying to bring their family together, and also be there for Yara, because Yara is grieving her mother's death, which happened in book 4, and it came as a huge surprise to everybody. So it's a lot that's going on, and the twins cannot even breathe to realize who is coming after them. So I feel like Lifetime would name Who Do You Love? Yara's Choice The Perfect Revenge, because it is. Now, book 6, After the Hurricane, I feel like Lifetime would name this either Replacing Mrs. Carter or Build a Wife, because after Quincy finally lets go of Yara and let the twins have her or whatever, not like he got a choice anyway, he decides that he is ready to move on and find him another woman, find somebody that could take Yara's place. And he has two women who he has his eyes on. But one of them, he can't see her as the next Mrs. Carter because of her age and because she's not established yet in life. The second woman, he feels like is the perfect woman. However, there's a side to her that he doesn't know, and there's a side to her life that he doesn't know. So he's like basically blind because he wants this woman so bad he's willing to do whatever it takes to get her. But things end up happening, and he ends up having to look at his second option, and you kind of get to see how that goes. But I definitely think Lifetime would name this Replacing Mrs. Carter or Build a Wife, because that's what Quincy tried to do. In book 7, Black Irish Rose, I think that Lifetime would name it A Second Chance, and it's simply because Marcus gets a second chance at getting his life together. He gets a second chance to mend things with his adoptive mother. He gets a second chance to mend things with his birth mother, and he also gets a second chance to build a relationship with, well, he gives Quincy a second chance to build a relationship with him as brothers, and he gets a second chance at being with the love of his life, which was his high school crush, Nathaniel. Marcus is bisexual, so he dates both men and women, and a lot of people from his past comes back in his book, and it tests him, and it also kind of tests his relationship with Nathaniel. And also someone comes back from the grave to visit him, and they expose so much to him that he didn't even know what's going on. And now that all of these things have been dropped in his lap, he has to figure out what's important and what's not and move accordingly. I have one more. This is from our Pretty Privilege series. And the name of it is Pretty Privilege, but I think Lifetime would either name this the Jealous Best Friend, or The College Stalker, or Stalked in College, or The Secret Admirer. I like The Secret Admirer out of all of those things because it adds an air of mystery that the other ones don't. But I think it would name it that because Zuri goes off to college thinking that she's going to get some freedom from her parents, like she's not under their house, not under their rules, so she can do things that she probably wouldn't have done if she was still living home with her parents. However, a problem arises when she begins being stalked by this guy who is obsessed with her. And then in the midst of that, her relationship with her best friend, it kind of changes because she realizes that her best friend isn't the person she thought she was. She actually is jealous of her. And now that the boy that her best friend loves is pining over Zuri, Natasha has a change of heart. And she starts making moves that make Zuri uncomfortable. But I feel like Lifetime would name it The Jealous Best Friend, or The College Stalker, or Stalked in College is right up Lifetime's alley. But I like The Secret Admirer. Thank you guys for watching this video. I thought it was something cool that I can do, something different that I can do. I'm trying to do shorter videos while I'm getting more reviews ready for y'all, and while I'm getting my deconstruction videos ready. I figured I would do a couple of series that will pique everybody's interest, and they're fun to do. I'm gonna start my 5 series this week as well, and I've started doing reviews for Too Hot to Handle, and then this video, and then my regular reviews. And then my deconstruction videos will be coming very soon. But I thought that this was a fun video. Let me know out of the titles of my books, what do y'all think Lifetime would name them if they were Lifetime movies? And also, if you're an author, also, create your list. Like, tag me in a, create your list, do your video, tag me in a video, and explain to us why Lifetime would choose these titles for your books, so it would get the people wanting to read your stories. Like, everything is a promotion now. When you're an author, you have to use your content to promote your work, and nothing's wrong with that. But like I said, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that these titles fit according to my explanations of these books. And if you are interested in reading any of my books, the information will be in the description box. But thank you for watching. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgraham.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.